Yo, what's up guys? Before I get in this video, I want to let you know that I do have a Twitch channel, so you can go check me out at twitch.tv/Endeavor1. You do not have to, but if you want to, the link will be in the description. With still 57 days left of this season, no one's really worried about what next season has to offer. All anyone knows is that we'll be getting a new returning raid from Destiny 1 and Arc 3.0. Even though a lot of people say they know what raid we're getting next season, no one actually knows for sure. While a lot of people believe we're gonna get King's Fall, and for many reasons that I explained in my other video, the main reason being that this year is about Savathun the Witch Queen, Oryx's brother. I, however, don't think we'll be getting King's Fall. Instead, we'll be getting Crota's End. The reason I believe this is because I think that Bungie will be returning the raids in the order they came out in, which is also why we got Vault of Glass for the first Legacy raid. This means that we'll be getting Crota's End next season, and then in year 6, we'll be getting King's Fall, and then in year 7, the final shape, we'll be getting Wrath of the Machine. Obviously, I could be completely wrong about this, and we will be getting King's Fall next season, but I really don't think it's likely. Now, I do understand a lot of people want King's Fall back, and I mean, it was probably the longest and coolest raid in the game, but I personally enjoyed Wrath of the Machine more, I will not lie. Even with that, though, it would just make the most sense to have Crota's End back. Obviously, Bungie's gonna have to retweak the raid and probably throw in a couple new encounters. It's a really short raid, I mean, that's why people call it a strike. And they'd also probably have to change a few mechanics to fit Destiny 2's aesthetic, but other than that, I mean, it probably fits perfectly. I also hope they throw Necrochasm in there as a final boss completion, just like Vex Mythoclast. And then for King's Fall, you'd get Touch of Malice. And I have a question. What are they gonna do for Wrath of the Machine? I mean, what exotic are we gonna get at the end? We already have Outbreak Prime. It's just called Outbreak Perfected. It doesn't even look different. Are they just gonna make a new raid exotic? I don't know, but leave your thoughts about that in the comment section below. For now, I'm gonna discuss more about Crota's End and what they could change. For the first encounter, which really isn't an encounter, they just have to get through the thralls. I mean, it's perfect for Destiny 2. The only thing they'd have to change, which obviously they're gonna do, is get rid of the shortcuts. For the second encounter, also known as Bridge, I think this encounter is actually perfect. I mean, the whole raid requires teamwork, but this is the main part where you need all players on board. Now, after this encounter is where it gets a little tricky and probably where they need to make changes. Once you get your whole team across the bridge, you open a door, which then leads you through a hallway full of a bunch of enemies that you have to take out. I think in this part, Bungie should add in a timer that will completely wipe your whole team if you don't get through the hallway and kill all the enemies in time, and then once you wipe, you have to restart at the beginning of Bridge. Obviously, this is really strict, but Crota's End needs it. I mean, it's the easiest raid in the game. It doesn't even feel like a raid. As for Death Singers, I didn't even know this was an encounter in the first place. I thought you just got through it and then you could start on Crota. But yes, Death Singer is an encounter and it definitely needs to be extended to fit Destiny 2's aesthetic. I think they should change it to how Templar is in Vault of Glass. By that, I mean it has 3 separate encounters in one room, stopping the Vex from sacrificing oracles, and then you fight Templar. But yeah, Death Singer definitely needs a big change. I don't even have words to explain it. It's just a bad encounter in general. After that, though, is Crota, and Crota, I will say, is probably, in my opinion, one of the coolest boss fights you will get in a raid. No, I'm just kidding. That shit is ass. I mean, all you do is kill Swordbearer, and then you get the sword, have the people in the back, usually running Galahorn, knock down Crota's shield, and then you kill him with the sword. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, Crota needs a huge change. I don't know what they could do, honestly, but probably it just needs to be changed. It's not good. Crota sucks. Crota's End sucks in general. But that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy the raid. And oh my gosh, the armor, especially the Triumph armor, the Master armor, whatever you want to call it. That armor is sick. And even though I love Wrath of the Machine and the Siva theme, this is probably the coolest looking armor set in the game. And if they brought back that set to Destiny 2, I don't know what I would do, but I would definitely rock it. I mean, imagine that with like a freaking poison theme set, dude. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. And I really hope Crota's End comes back, and I hope they actually make it good this time. But I mean, yeah, that's basically all I need to cover, is just the idea of us getting Crota's End back, because I think they are going to go in order with the raids, and if they don't, I mean, I was wrong, I guess, but it's just my own personal theory, so take it with a grain of salt. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. So, bye.
I have an erection! I have no direction! Slipping on a liquid, not addicted like it's porn, but it's not, it got me soaring, I'm dripping into my thorn. I'm impatiently fading to self gracefully make believe, think about when the paper leave, how am I gonna pay for it?